Wow, another good morning in crypto. Well, more or less, Ethereum and Bitcoin sideways trading, at least not dropping much lower. But LUNC Terra Luna Classic saying, get away from me, I'm taking trending spot. What is going on, guys? And welcome back. As you can tell, it's early in the morning. And wow, another one, we're waking up and seeing the price of LUNC breaking, pumping, and in this case, it's happening. Something that you and I knew, that we've talked in the channel for a while, for a couple of days ago, and it has just occurred. We finally have broken the resistance on this Fibonacci level, which means that the price, highest price that we put in June, late June, it's finally broken. So we clearly see a bear. This is something that's pretty cool because we have seen the bottom of the 100% retracement on the Fibonacci, and then now they come back to the 0% retracement because that's at the top. Here's a question. Now, what is that level of resistance we're gonna get? And I already have an idea. I'm gonna share everything that you need to know, LUNC holders. Plus, in a couple hours from now, Lunatics is gonna be burning over $60,000 now, because the price is now much higher than I originally quoted at 3015. So far it should be roughly 65, close to $70,000, which equals 400 million LUNC. Baby, this is pretty cool. And when it comes to staking, we're very close to $500 billion LUNC staked. Man, this is getting hot. Go ahead and smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. My fam, we're keeping it real as always. Right now, at the time of this video, everybody is getting more in touch with LUNC. Everybody's listening what's going on. And it's, of course, trending everywhere, right? I just wonder, how many of these good mornings do we have left for LUNC? Because it's been since August the 20th all the way to August the 31st, the last day of this month. We've had, for the most part, we wake up and pump. We wake up and pump. Man, this is really remarkable, right? In a normal scenario, that's not the case. That's not what happens in crypto, but we have to realize all the big events that have happened. And of course, that implies much higher volume, and that implies that people are excited and are buying. Makes total sense. Just giving you some heads up, right? It will come to a point where you're gonna wake up and see, oh, why is it not pumping? Why is it just normally sideways trading? Or why is it crashing? We'll see. Just telling you something that is going to happen eventually. Guys, this is pretty cool, and I think it's remarkable it's happening. And overall, I have this ready for you. Ever since August the 20th, when this whole thing started about the blockchain upgrade to B22, right, and the staking later on, we have grown almost 100%, which is 95% since August the 20th. This is pretty cool, you know? So some people who have bought it right here, $1,000 of worth of LUNC, you, my friends, now have $2,000. And if you're staking well, now you're earning even more. It's pretty cool, guys. I mean, honestly, pretty remarkable story. I mean, with the market right now under 1 trillion, I mean, like I've said, it's sideways trading. Thankfully, we're not seeing much lower prices, because that will trigger a little bit more havoc and uncertainty for everybody. We're seeing very close to 3.1 billion. And like I've said, just a couple hours down the road, this is what's going to happen right now. The Sega is back. Thursday, 1st September 2022. So it's gonna happen in some hours from now, right? Which is 100 million Terra Luna burn. And I know what you're saying, like, man, why wouldn't you stake this instead of burning? Well, because burning, as always, helps to bring the community back, to help Lunatics and their brand. And at the end of the day, you're taking some of those LUNC out of circulation. So that's really good. When it comes to the, I mean, this is pretty cool because the staked, right, almost half a trillion, 456 billion. That implies 6.61. And I mean, for the last days, we've seen an explosion when it comes to this staked number. One can tell when it's gonna stabilize a little bit, right? I think that's something to look out for, right? Right now, from the last couple of days, I saw an explosion of percentages every single day. Now we're still seeing the 6% that I saw yesterday. I like to see what the end is by the end of this week and do some analysis on that. But so far, really exciting. And my friends, you come here to Twitter, and I like this post. I'm gonna highlight it right here. LUC come back for the future of all people will be great again, in good hands. Thank you so much to LUNC Dowd and so many other people. So people are happy, as you can see. LUNC and Luna Classic trending on Twitter, which that's really what makes sense. Now, where do we go from here? What to look out for, Oscar? Because that's a question that I always see in the comments. I mean, after we break this resistance level, what is the next price? Well, let's go ahead and do an analysis for you guys. First, we need to go to the macro view right now. And I want to show you this because this is my specialty, right? Seeing the things in a big picture. So far, you can tell right here, we're overbought. And we've been overbought ever since a week plus. So usually in crypto, you need to reset, come down, but with a much higher price. What do I mean? Well, I'm not saying LUNC is going to go down all the way to previous levels. I'm not saying that, but I do foresee a price or a level that is going to give us the bottom of the RSI, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be this one because of the price pump and the price velocity that we've seen right now. It might be here, it might be here, or it might be here that it's going to reach out the RSI at the bottom, right? It's no longer going to be this. So I'm expecting a small retracement, something significant, because at the end of the day, sellers want to take profits. I think that is a healthy way of seeing crypto. Now, after that, I want us to pass once again this Fibonacci level, which is going to be the max, right? With 0% retracement at 3016, almost 17. And at that point, I think one level that I'm looking at is 302, which is going to be right about here. From the price that we have right now, it's right here, 22%. You're seeing right now on the screen. Because as soon as we pass 302, what are we saying to everybody? That there's no limit. There's no limit, because if I go ahead and start looking at the macro view, we crash back in the day all the way, and there's no point that we can see there's consolidation. So that tells me that the price upscale, to see down the road, it's just to see when sellers are going to step in and start cashing out. Other than that, I think volume is going to keep increasing. Another thing to analyze, everybody, is the volume. And for that, I'm going to hide a couple of things so it's much easier, easy to the eye. You can see the complete reversal, right? So it is obvious that a small or big correction is due. Here, you see the huge volume here early in June. Then you see it right here in June at the end when we put this nice 100%, 0% retracement here that we are finally matching here. So it took us a long time, but it's happening. Obviously, I think it's going to continue growing. But the point is, I think after all of this, we're easily reaching 302 down the road. If not, we get a correction first, and that will be the level to take a look at. 302, guys, it's my number right now. Much away from 1 cent or $1, because I know those are numbers that are highly popular to put anywhere here on YouTube. It's fine, whatever. But I always like to start with small steps. There's no point in going to point 10 if we're in point 2 already. Thank you for watching, everybody. You have a great time. Another good morning for the LUNC fam. Peace.